Hello and a warm welcome to everyone joining us today. I'm your host Dalvinder Kaur from lovely Professional University. We are excited to have you with us and look forward to an engaging and insightful session. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into today's topic, freelancing opportunities in teaching sector. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day, Dr. Vijay Kumar Chechi, Professor and Deputy Dean at the School of Education, Lovely Professional University. With over 20 plus years of experience in teaching and administration, he has guided numerous PhD and MEd scholars. He is a member of various prestigious academic associations and more. So now I would like to introduce the alumni also in this webinar, Ms. Arshdeep Kaur. Welcome, Ms. Arshdeep. With the strong teaching experience in mathematics, social sciences, and commerce subjects, currently working as a subject matter expert at Banzhou. She has also served as an academic specialist at BYJU Banjus and a TGT teacher. So now I would like to introduce the other alumni also in this webinar, Ms. Parika Harchand. Welcome, Ms. Parika Harchand, a passionate and qualified educator with over 3 years of teaching experience in mathematics and Vedic maths. She has published her research in a Scopus Index journal and book. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any questions you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. Now I'm going to hand over this session to all our experts, Dr. Vijay Kumar Chechi, Ms. Arshdeep Kaur, and Ms. Parika Harchand. It would be an absolute delight to listen from them. Over to you all.
Thank you, Dalvinder, for giving us all three the opportunity to interact on this topic because most of the time we find that in education we are only looking towards the government sector or the private teaching jobs, but freelancing is one career which is giving you more opportunity, more freedom, and more growth in terms of taking into different roles of the teaching community. So, dear audience, we would like to start with, because I have with me the our uh, alumni from the batch of 2021 and 2022 of the B.Ed AMED integrated programs, Ms. Parika Harichand and Ms. Ashdeep Kaur. Both have done their uh, education from the lovely Professional University School of Education, and after their programs, they have joined the EdTech sector. And along with even the Ashdeep had continued during her B.Ed M.Ed integrated program the freelancing job in order to generate revenue for her the career. So, being starting from the Baiju, she moved on to the post of the mathematics subject matter expert in the Bhanju EdTech company, and presently she is working with them. So, I would start the our question answer session with Ashdeep. So, Ashdeep, that how do you think that what are the most promising freelancing platforms for the teacher trainees or teachers to start the freelancing career?
All right. First of all, thank you so much, sir, for introducing me and helping me out, connecting to a lot of trainees over here or the students of LPU. So, first of all, I believe that you need to be very active on one particular platform. So, let's suppose that I started my career when I got to know from LPU that it's very important to, connect to our own platforms. Like, let's suppose we have LinkedIn, so it's very important. Oftenly I have seen students saying that it's oftenly overlooked, like, but it's a very powerful platform. It's a great space to actually showcase your expertise, your teaching talent, your content, whatever you're doing. I think it's just one impression that you need to create every week on LinkedIn. Now, this is a platform where these guys can actually start with. Now, moving on, talking about the edtech companies where they provide us with the different platforms, I believe there are a lot of companies these days who are actually helping these kids to work with them. Let's suppose I'll talk about a very recent company that I connected with, which was UPRIO. Again, it's a institution which is based in Bangalore. It's a recent company. Now, it's very important that kids must connect to recent companies these days. If you're actually feeling to work as a freelancer, never underestimate yourself. So you need to always know your primary goal. Now, if you know that you're very much good at speaking, go for companies where they require the talent of speaking or reaching the kids out. Now, if you know your talent is actually related to the content knowledge, it's important that you're connecting to a company where you can actually explore for content related job. So I think this recent platform that I got to know about, UPRIO, recently they have vacancies for part-time tutors as well as the content creators, where I think the students of LPU can actually connect to them, work after their the hours of education, just like I started my career when I was in the times of COVID, where we actually got this opportunity for becoming a freelancing tutor. I actually started with Byju's. Now see, somebody asking me today, would you connect to Byju's today? The answer would be no, because it's important, we must connect to platforms which are recent, which are more recent. So it's not important, you should always know the type of platform you're connecting with, whether it is recently working with the kids, or how much is the pay scale that will be provided to you. And never underestimate yourself, even when you are paid within the other currencies. Like, I worked with one of the platforms, that's Wingy Tutor. Again, it's a freelancing company where you guys can actually work for, let's suppose, one student at a time for I would say 4 hours or 5 hours, depending upon your expertise. They actually pay you per hour, for every day or every lecture that you're delivering. Now, this Wingy platform is again a platform where you can actually deliver your expertise, your knowledge based on any skill that you have. If you're from a commerce background, if you're from a science background, if you're from any background, you must have a prior knowledge. That's how these different platforms actually work out. And not only these platforms, sir, I believe that when you enter LinkedIn, you actually find up jobs, you have different small platforms as well, which are often overlooked. So it's important, if you get an opportunity to explore those platforms as well, where you're getting per hour a day, that's okay. It's a best way to start with when you're actually a freelancing tutor. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Ashdeep, for giving the nice introduction to the freelancing opportunity for the upcoming teacher trainees as well as the teachers. Uh, because you started with a well established company and you are into a more coming up establishing company, that is Banju, and you have also explored in different ways that there are opportunities not just for teaching but even for content creation, and these opportunities will make the most of the one's capability, either in terms of communication skills or in terms of skills on writing or creating something, visuals, powerpoints, etc. So every type of individual has the opportunity in the freelancing world. So Parika, we have with us the Parika from the batch of 2021. So I would also like to introduce her because since she ended her the program when the COVID came up, and as a result, the most of the batch of 2021 has joined the edtech sector. So Parika has joined the edtech sector from there only, and has is presently working with the Banju as a mathematics trainer. So she is also having a too much of good experience starting from 4 plus years in the edtech sector. And so I would like to hear from you, Parika, that what are the different income possibilities for teachers are there, if they are looking for the freelancing world, and how much there is a possibility for scale up, and how much the minimum earnings are possible in this sector.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. First of all, it's very nice to meet you, connecting with you again. And let's talk about, various income possibilities. Now, because during COVID, one thing that happened for good was that online startups came into being, right? EdTech companies, fresh EdTech companies started. So I also joined a fresh one and I got experience for 1 year and 1.5. So we can start with like basic, as per freelancing is considered. We can start with 300 per hour, when you're starting freshers, right? And then you can go when you have built your expertise, you have, built your position. It can go up to 1,500, like 1,000, 2,000, like that. So it's like a wide range. And as a fresher, if you're starting, you can minimum earn like 30,000. Minimum 30,000 you can earn, and then you can go all the way up. Like if I take example of my current company, right? So for a fresher, you can easily earn 30 to 40,000, and then there are a lot more jobs for teachers. Today we have a lot of opportunities. um, we can go for content creating, yes. We can go for curriculum designing, and we can train other teachers as well. Like our company give us opportunity. We can work as trainers, we can work as expert, subject expert matter, and then we can work as trainers for the teachers, right? And curriculum designing, everything is there. Plus, if you want to do more, if you want to broadcast your knowledge, what your expertise, you can open up YouTube, right? It can also work. So all these things can work, yes. Then you can work with edtech companies, others. There are companies like Chegg as well, where you can showcase your expertise in your subject. Like any subject, you can solve questions, help others, and then you can build more of your knowledge. And like, yeah, like I said, you start, uh, and there are a lot of, opportunities for you. You can create content, you can create videos, questions, like it's like a abundance. So yeah, it's very big opportunity for all the young minds today. A lot of opportunities. You can start with basics, like a trainer. You can start with curriculum designing if you are more expert in it. Questions you can make. So, and you can also train the teachers. So all these things can happen. And simultaneously you can open up your channel, your page, your YouTube, and it will go nicely. And you can join the communities to build up your network. So yes, so there's plenty of income opportunities nowadays.
That's nice explanation, Parika, because when we just see towards the edtech sector, the only thing came to my mind was that we need to act as tutor, and you have given the multiple options that you are creator, you are curriculum designer, you are video preparator, and you have the opportunity to train the teachers also. And further, we can go with making our own profile, what started with the Ashdeep as a LinkedIn thing, and you can go with your YouTube channel, because working with these edtech companies make you more proficient, and you can even start your own YouTube channel, and you can go with your page, or the portfolio kind of things you can make up. So actually, my another question to you, that how much do you think there is a transition from traditional classroom setup to the successful teaching career in the edtech area as a freelancer?
I think to answer this question, the key is gradual transition. See, I believe LPU has actually trained us for traditional classrooms as well as for freelancing careers as well. It's not just when I remember our professors used to teach us for lesson plans, but from lesson plans to delivering the lecture, everything was being trained. But as a student, sometimes we underestimate. We believe that we are just here for a degree. I believe being at LPU, I had explored my own inner strength. So again, I would start, it's always a gradual transition. Now, first, you always start with part time. Like you can take small jobs to test, your knowledge while you're still teaching. As you actually introduced me being a tutor at Byju's. Now, when I remember, I used to get free at 5:30 from LPU. I used to work as a part-time trainer in Byju's from 5:30 till 10 o'clock. Now, it was a big thing for a student, doing a job and also learning things at the college. But again, it's always, start with something which is part-time, because we are new to the sector. You want to learn more. Now, second thing we need to focus on is identifying your strengths. Now, are you better at explaining? Are you better at designing methods? Are you better at assessing? Or are you better at delivering a lecture? Now, again, as a student at LPU, I got to know I'm very best at delivering a lecture. Now, that's my kickstart. That's my strength. Again, this strength builds up to the third step that you need to focus upon, building a portfolio. Always showcase your sample lesson plans, recorded lessons, or success stories. Now, as a subject matter expert at Byju's or at Banzu as well, I have actually, always had small recorded sessions when I was at LPU. Now, whenever I used to get time for Saturdays and Sundays, I used to actually, record myself for 10 minutes for any particular chapter that I want to deliver. Let's suppose I want to work as a math expert. I'll take any one particular topic. Now, these days, let's suppose there's a very interesting story I would like to share over here. So you might have heard about physics wala. Now, when they actually post out, vacancies, when you fill in the form, the last step is you need to actually put a small recorded lesson. Now, when you already have a prior recorded lesson, it would just take you 10 seconds to fill the form and wait for your chance for the interview. So that's how it's important for you to build a portfolio for yourself. Another thing, the fourth step would always be upskilling. Now, it's important these days. These kids are actually Gen Z generation, so I think they know a lot of tools. Like at our time, we used to have only Zoom, Google, or
Right.
I think you used to teach us, for different platforms like Classroom, like Google Classroom. We were actually taught these things. But nowadays, I would say there are so many tools entirely available for free for trial sessions. Like you have Canva. Now, it's important, upskill yourself for that. It's always important, you should know what is the new platform, what is the new upskilling that you can do. Now, kids are free these days. Saturday, Sunday works for upskilling yourself. And I think at LPU there are different blogs, there are different professors who would definitely tell you, what is the right way to learn that tool. Always take the experience from your professors. Again, the last thing that's very important when you are having a transition from the traditional classroom to that of a successful freelancing career is your network. So join educator communities on LinkedIn, on Facebook. If you are quite active on one platform, never indulge yourself in so many platforms at a time. It's very important that you're focusing yourself on one platform. Like I started, I remember, with Naukri.com. Now, sir, I would tell you a very important gig over here. What is that? When you actually just click once for Naukri.com, you have an impression that you entered that website for a day. Now you'll start to see that somebody is noticing you over there. So it's important that when you are going for a platform or you're joining an educator community, go for one network. Now, these days, I'm very active at LinkedIn. So I usually get actives on Monday as well as Friday, because that's the best time when HR are looking for you. Monday, they actually start fresh, and Friday is the time when they actually have to close up. So these are the days you need to focus upon, when you're joining any community. And that's how it's a gradual transition. So this is how you can actually move on. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Ashley. We have good amount of understanding that how we need to transition and what kind of tools we need to use in our gradual movement from the traditional to the online community. So, Parika, what kind of challenges do you expect that the a freelancer has in his mind in terms of the job opportunity or job security, the consistency of the payments? Uh, so, is there any kind of doubts in the mind that there can be an inconsistency in these aspects?
Yes, sir. So, irregular income could be one of the reason we can say that. Um, So it happens when you're doing freelancing. So you are working per hour or day by day, yes. So you have to be present there, and then you only will get, you will be paid. So this is one of the, challenge you can face. Let's just say you are not well or you are not able to take some classes. So income will be short in that case, yes. So that is one of, I would say, shortcoming of freelancing, that you have to work hard, you have to work every day if you want to get good income. Like, this is one of the things. But and then one of other thing which is related to this is your workload. So you want, when you are young, you want to perform good, you want to perform more, you are taking more classes, so you burn out at one point. There is a lot of workload, and that also comes with it. Uh, this is one of the, I would say, shortcoming, that you push yourself. There is like no limit. You are working for 6 hours, you're working for 10 hours. Like, you say that I can take it, right? So you're like, okay, I'll take more classes, I can do more designing, I can frame more questions. So it's like you're pushing yourself, so which results in burnouts. Like, you are physically and mentally draining yourself. So, and in many cases, it could happen that you clients you are getting, or in case you are doing freelancing, so they could be unreliable. They could move their classes, like that happen. But of course, if you are working with edtech, then you don't have to worry about it, because they will always give you batches and classes, and they make sure that you are getting classes and students. So this could be done. Now, how we can solve this problem? So for this income problem, we can have contracts, right? That, okay, I have to take 6 hours daily, so they will be giving you, and that makes a sustainable, stable income throughout the months. So that could work. And on top of that, if you want to work more, like 6 hours, you have to give. They are permanent, right? And then if you want to work more, maybe you want to you have free time, you want to give 2 more hours, 3 more hours, you can work on that, so it will be more. So this could be worked. Secondly, what we can do is to avoid this overload and burnout. We need to set boundaries, routines for us, that okay, we have to work for this period of time, this many hours I can give. Like, sometimes we push ourselves very hard, and that results in mental fatigue and physical fatigue, so we shouldn't do that, right? Of course, we want to earn more, we want to establish ourselves, but still we have to build some boundaries here, which is very important. And also support from the online communities, like you have some teacher communities, all that, and you can take support, you can guide each other, and that's how you can actually solve the problem. So it's not big of a problem if you're working consistently and you are taking care of yourself as well. So it's like it goes for stable income. Like, uh, for example, if you're working yourself really hard, you will may fall sick, and then you won't be able to take classes, or you are not able to, uh, create content. Then in that case, your income will be, it will be harmed in a way. So to balance everything properly, like your social life, your physical, your personal life, your body, everything is well maintained, your mental stability is good, and then you're taking classes, everything will go nicely. And there are contracts as well, so there's nothing much to worry about. It's okay, it's everything, you can handle it if you are finding a proper balance, and of course taking support from your family, from the online teaching communities, everything will work nicely.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
It needs to be more disciplined, and it needs to be self motivated to work as a freelancer. and yes, the both sides of the coin are available. If you want to earn more, you have to put in more, and likewise you can take the breaks, and you have to consider that the, the payments part will be less. So
And
right, Ashdeep,
one more.
let me going further, that what are the basic digital skills that you expect one should be possessing so that to move into this sector?
Okay, I believe at minimum as a freelancer educator, you should have the content creation tools. The first thing that you need to require. You should, understand these tools like we have Canva, Google Slides, we have MS PowerPoint. So these are some content creation tools you must be active with. And I think being at LPU, completing your own degree, your education, you have the right time to actually explore these content creation tools. Because I believe, as being from a teaching sector, at times we used to prepare lesson plans, we used to deliver those lesson plans. So this is the right time you can actually explore the content creation tools. Another thing is communication tools. Now you must be active with everything that is available on Zoom, on Google Meet, on Skype. So these are the best tools that are being used these days for freelancing opportunities. But I believe when you actually transit or shift yourself from freelancer to that of an expert, so now at times these companies have started with their own platforms. So at times you would be provided with training, how those platforms actually work, what are the different things that you need to focus upon. But before you actually start as an expert, it's very important to focus on all these communication tools. Now, these days, as I was talking about, you can prepare your lessons, recorded lessons. Start with Zoom. You have recorded lesson, you can record yourself. So once you start recording yourself on Zoom, at time when you're actually giving an interview, when you're actually crossing yourself through the interview for any particular edtech company, Zoom is the best platform they start with. So you are well versed, you do not even require any training for that. The third thing is the LMS. We usually have the learning management systems. So you have Google Classrooms, you have Model. You can actually work on all these different systems that are available so that you're well versed till the time you actually start as a freelancing career. Then are very important things. That's the basic video editing. It's very important these days. I think these the entire generation of Gen Z would connect to me right now. Video editing is the most important thing that you guys actually require. So for recorded lessons, like you can use for InShot, or you can actually use various backgrounds when you're actually delivering your lessons through Zoom. So it's important. These are some of the basic necessities, I would say, that are required. And the last thing would be the file management. So I think Google Drive, you must well be aware about how you can actually proceed with all the files that you have, keeping everything in a folder, and actually require how to upload the different content that you have. That's how you can transit. So these are just the basic things. Now I would say basic to complex, right? So when the question was basic, this is just a thing that you require for a freelancing tutor. But there are many more things that are on the way. Yes.
So moving on board will be giving up more opportunity to understand what will be the requirement from the side of the edtech company which we are going to join. But still, yes, the basic part that you should be able to join any platform, and like Zoom, Google Meet, or the Skype, and we must be able to create something with the help of the content creation in terms of video also or visuals also, and then we must be able to edit them. So the graphics part, the images part, and searching aspect, and then how do we create ourselves as the auditory mechanism, so that all needed to be catched up. Parika, would you like to highlight aspect that with the coming up of the AI tools, how much do you think that the our ethic platforms are using it, and how it is impacting it?
Um, okay, so like it's been a really scare, or let's just say everybody's talking about how AI is going to take their jobs, but it's not true. For now, like we also use AI like in our company, in our platform, to make teaching learning experience more better. So in a way we are using it to enhance our abilities. Like, okay, we want to perform better, so ask better questions, design better curriculum and everything. So we are taking help of AI. In our company, we have our AI. It's like a Bhanzu buddy. We use teach kids use it actually for if they have any doubt when we are not present. Like if we are not taking live sessions, they can actually ask their problems. And there are two ways: explain or just guide. Like they will go for guidance, they will not get proper answer, just a little bit of path, a guidance, so they will be able to reach on their own to the answer. And then there is explanation part, but still they're not taking our jobs, they're not doing our duties, they're not performing what we are as a teacher present here. They're just a tool for now. uh, because the compassion, the guidance, the kindness that we provide, that humans provide, I think AI is not able to do it. So we are just taking it as a companion for now. And let's see that how it's making this teaching learning experience more better for kids as well and for us as well. So it's like a companion for now. It's like a tool that we use. And so far, if we talk about edtech platforms, so it's actually helping the freelancing. Like with my previous company, I used to work with SwiftLearn, and it shifted into an academy, so I changed it. So I got connected with students across the globe. I worked with kids from Canada, from USA, Hong Kong. So it's like you get, connected with more students, more people, and then from there, I got opportunities. Like they wanted to, because the company was shifted, so they asked me that can I teach their kids, and then more and more came. Like their networking people said, could you teach their kids as well? So it's like that. EdTech companies give you an opportunity to widen your horizon. So that's what happens now. Also we are working with across the globe, from Middle East, and there's like Canadians and USA, Middle East and everything. So in a way, it's giving us opportunity to grow. And with collaborating with them, we can actually grow better. We can enhance our capabilities. We can they have given us tools, they have given us training, so we can work better professionally. We can grow. And then of course the networking, we are connecting with so many kids across the globe, so it's actually helpful. AI is also helpful, and these edtech platforms are also very helpful in growing. Like you can grow, you can perform way too better with these companies and these tools. So I don't think they are a threat. They are just helping hand for us at the moment. And because then we have a lot of time on our hands, and we can actually think about how we can deliver this more better for the kids. So yeah, that's my take on it.
That's right. So, Parika, what are the niche areas for the freelancers? Because you have talked about that the edtech has given you opportunity for the connecting with a wide network from the people from all around the world to share your expertise and help them out. And so, what do you think that what should be the focus of the teacher trainees in order to develop themselves as a freelance teacher for the future? So, which are the niche areas that are in demand?
Okay, so one thing parents usually look for is one-to-one, teaching learning experience. One of the This is the main aspect these days, because they believe that in schools and in grouped institutions, their kid is not getting attention, right? So they want attention for their kids. That is the main purpose of kids and their teachers. I mean, student parents these days. Okay, so uh, anyway, like let's just say we are talking about learning a new language. Yes, we need teachers for learning new language. Let's just say the NRI kids, they want to learn Hindi, they want to learn their mother tongue. So that is also good, an opportunity for the teacher trainees. They can work as language teachers. Yes. And then of course English, global language. uh, Everybody wants their kid to be fluent in it, so we can teach languages. There is a wide scope in languages. Then there are other things. Let's just say speaking, public speaking, right? We can teach kids to how to publicly speaking, how to build confidence, soft skills. These are also important part these days. And then you are teaching some hobby classes, like you are drawing. Let's just say you have a passion, maybe you are good at photography, you are good at drawing sketches, you can teach that as well. And of course the main maths and science is always there, it's always going to be there, because it's a high demand. And demand is like, people want a very hand-on experience, one-on-one experience, and that what pushes them to reach for freelancers these days. That they are looking for teachers who are willing to teach their kids, and they give proper attention to them. That's what they want. And this could be anything, any subject, and then you can teach these like CTET, net exams, UPSC. You can work with those. Like there's a company, Testbook. They work with questionnaires. You can actually work with questionnaires. Then English also, they require uh, you know uh, talented people to frame some questions for them, to help kids practice questions. So all these things are here. uh, and yeah, so there are a lot of areas we can teach everything. Like people are taking dance classes nowadays online, right? So it's just that you should be able to brand yourself. You should be able to start somewhere, and then you can actually grow. uh, let's just say you're good at your language, fluency is very good, you can go for teaching language. You are good, your subject matter is very good, you can teach that. You have a hobby, you can teach that. So it's all, there are very much, there are a lot of areas today you are very good at. You have understood the curriculum, you want to change, you want to bring some change with the syllabus, you have a vision that okay, maybe this could work for the kids, so you can go for curriculum designing. Our company also give us opportunity. We can go for designing as well. We can help them to facilitate this teaching learning experience. So a lot of options here. And in Lovely also LPU, we are taught how to design curriculum and syllabus, questions, everything. So it's like no problem at all. Kids here, I don't think they have to worry much, right? Because all these aspects are covered here very nicely. So I also didn't get any, I just went there and I like, okay, I can frame questions, I can design curriculum also. So it's a, you know, whatever we have, whatever scopes there are, they are already covered by LPU. So teacher trainees doesn't have to think more about it, but just focus. Whatever their forte is, they just need to sharpen it up, keep on upskilling, because we will never stop learning. Because kids these days are very smart, they're using chat gpts and scratch, lot of coding is also there. People are learning this, kids are very much into coding these days. So we can also work with that, we can do some courses and we can actually teach kids. So yes.
Right. Thank you, Parika. So, Ashdeep, can you share just some 4 or 5 examples in brief for popular freelancing in the area, just like content creation, tutoring, and curriculum design? So, is there any other specific kind of things that are available?
Actually, I would say absolutely. There are some in demand freelancing opportunities. The first one, as you said, is very well aware about. That's online tutoring. So it's like two ways. It's always one which is subject specific, or the other is language tutoring. Now, it's important for a freelancing tutor to actually have a right platform. Either you are actually connecting to the edtech companies when you start your career, and at time you would actually connect to direct clients as well. I would actually share you a very nice example over here, sir. I remember one of my colleague who actually connected to one of the client where the student was very happy with the tutoring. Now, after completing entire career of that with the edtech company, she was there for 2 years with that edtech company. So laterly, that student connected to the tutor for further classes. Now what happened, it was not just one student. That student brought along five more students because he was happy with the teaching, the right time actually the teacher was giving. So with this she actually created her own brand. Now at this time she's having 20 students which are who are in US based. So now you can see the the amount of revenue being generated, it's never limited, it's always unlimited. It depends upon the right amount of tutoring that you are giving to a student. You should always put a strong lesson for the student. It should not always be the lesson, it should always be you as a tutor the student must always remember. Now, second thing, this the freelancing tutors can actually work upon is the content writing. These days, there are websites that are available. You can actually prepare yourself onto different contents that are available. You can actually prepare those contents and deliver those contents at time to the platforms. Then, third thing they can focus upon is curriculum designing. It's very important these days. You should start creating structured lesson plans, assessments for whether schools. Now if you're ready for the schools, you're ready for the edtech companies as well. Now these lesson plans actually work for different apps, for different websites, for different edtech companies as well. As I think Parika said, in our own company, I remember I recently when I was there, I was actually entered to a different project, sir. I remember I was joined as a tutor where I was just delivering my lessons. And today, not only lessons, sir, I actually create content, I actually prepare assessments, I actually deliver, webinars to not only just Indian students with international grounds that we have. So it's important. You must explore yourself. You should never underestimate yourself. So you have another option, that is e-course creation. Start preparing yourself. If you feel you are free on Saturday, Sundays, you do not have much work, design, record online courses. Now, once you're prepared with that, you can deliver. Just like you have YouTube, you have various channels where you can deliver yourself. And the last and very important these days is when I believe kids actually want to be free. They do not want to even deliver, but they want to earn, right? So I think the best thing they can do is creating worksheets. So worksheets and resource development these days is a very good option. For different websites, you can hire yourself for private clients, like you have Upwork, you have Fiverr. So you have different websites you can work upon, for worksheets, for content creation. Again, a very good example, sir, I would enter over here is one of my friend who is working for worksheets creation is actually earning 35,000 per month just by creating worksheets. That's it. Her typing speed and the amount of worksheets that she's creating for the US clients, she's earning 35,000. Now that's just for 3 to 4 hours a day she's giving, and this is the amount of revenue that is being generated. So absolutely there are different opportunities that you can work on with. Yeah.
Right. So, Ashdeep, thank you for giving us the understanding of that how a freelancer different popular aspects he can cover upon. So, thank you both of you. So, dear audience, we have uh, understood the nuances of the freelancing, and there is a lot to learn in this sector. And make yourself one major conclusion that I will draw from the talk is that we have to create our brand, and that in is through presence on the LinkedIn platforms or other social media platforms, wherein we are pitching ourselves for our contents, and slowly we move up the ladder as experts in different areas of the edtech arena, and we are getting paid. We start with 300 per hour, and we reach up to 1200, even 2000 per hour from the international platforms. So this is, there are lot many platforms are available, but just thing is that we have to stick in, and we have to continuously upgrade ourselves, upskill ourselves, and this is the area where the freedom is the opportunity, and freedom to work more and freedom to work less, and we can make our life more surrounded on ourselves, on towards our family, and it is giving us more opportunity to earning also. So thank you, Ashdeep and Parika, for joining us. Now over to you, Dalwinder ma'am, for the further proceedings.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vijay Kumar Chechi, Ms. Parika Harchand, and Ms. Ashdeep Kaur. Can we take the questions now? We have some questions with us. Yeah, thanks for giving me chance to address your questions. Radhika is with us. Radhika is asking, what are the most in demand subjects or skills for freelance educators in 2025?
Yes,
Okay,
Ashdeep, I would
actually,
like to. Uh,
so answering this question, these days, I would see maths has been a very important subject. You will find n number of opportunities where kids from US background, from different foreign market, actually want to learn the methods that are being taught in India. Not only just speed maths, not only just different methods, they actually want to grow themselves over the different methods available for the subject as mathematics. Again, the second could be sciences, and the third thing, as we talked about, is the language. So if you explore yourself onto different languages, that's again one good opportunity for you to enter the freelancing market as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ashdeep Kaur. So Gurpreet Singh is with us. Gurpreet is asking, which platforms or websites are best suited for teachers seeking freelance work online or offline?
uh, Gurpreet, your question is nice, though we have taken up this thing, and we have our panelists has shared so many number of platforms like Baiju, Vedantu, then Wingy Tutor, then there is Uproy, then there is Check, then there is Banju, from where this team is has joined us. So there are endless. You just Google it. That the then there are works, freelancing works coming up on Upwork, Fiverr. There are different sites. You just Google it. That what are the similar platforms? You will get an end number of list on this aspect, and there is always to join a new company as suggested by Ashdeep, and it will have a better chances of going with the part-time work rather than starting as a full-time work. So that help you to build yourself, to develop your skills, and take up the role what is expected in the utmost priority that you can take up. So over to you, Dalvinder.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vijay Kumar Chechi. I hope, Gurpreet, you got your answer from our today's expert. If anyone have any questions regarding the admissions, they just write on us at admissions@lpu.co.in, and you can do WhatsApp chat with us. Our WhatsApp number is 9852569000. I'm repeating the number. It's 9852569000. And once again, thanks to all our experts, Dr. Vijay Kumar Chechi, Ms. Parika Harchand, and Ms. Ashdeep Kaur. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding admissions. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again. With the permission of my seniors, I will be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a great day.